I'm optimistic, positive, and excited about chiropractic, reaching people with my practice and building an exceptional life of productivity, prosperity, and generosity, while filled with love, fitness, and fun. My purpose is to become smarter, more powerful, capable, driven, and a superior version of myself by ever increasing my awareness, knowledge, understanding, motivation, hands-on skill, communication skill, and my mastery in the art of exceptional living. Every single podcast will do 4 things, will cause you to naturally attract more new and great new patients. Make you more capable of motivating and persuading people to start and stay under care. Send in family friends. Be empowered to make smarter, long-term decisions. And of course, you'll be energized physically, mentally, and financially. That's the name of the game. I'm going to get back to a principle here that we started out with many podcasts, and that is a law of success. I have one of the mothers of Laws of Success books in my hand right here. The Laws of Success in 16 Lessons by Napoleon Hill. This is a hardcover book. I'm not sure if I can think of any book other than the Bible itself that's more well written as far as the literary quality, word choices, sentence structure. Incredible high quality writing and high quality content. I'll do something different today. I don't know the order of the 16 lessons. I'm just going to fan through this. Okay? I'm going to stop at a random spot and see which of the lessons we land on. Then I'll make a couple comments about it. Here we go. Ready? Let's fan. Stop. Oh, a few more. There we are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Getch. That's funny. Guess what lesson we happen to stop at? It's lesson 4 in the book here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lesson 4. The habit of saving. Oh, we talk about that a lot, don't we, here? Chiro Success Podcast. Why? It does not matter how many people you see. It does not matter how much you collect. If you don't save any money and you do not establish the habit of saving, your entire working life and career will be a waste over time if you have nothing to show for it. Let's take a look at a couple of the key lessons here, then let's get into our topic for today, which you're going to find very powerful. You're going to be sending an email to your web person about 2 seconds after this podcast is done today. I'm excited for you. Let's see what I have highlighted here from years ago when I first read this book. Formation of the habit of saving does not mean that you shall limit your earning capacity. It means just the opposite. That you shall apply this law so that it not only conserves that which you earn in a systematic manner, but it also places you in the way of greater opportunity and gives you the vision, the self-confidence, the imagination, the enthusiasm, the initiative, and leadership to increase your earning capacity. Automatic. What does it say here? Systematic manner. Auto-save. When this book was written, you had to walk in and write a check and have a little passbook and all that stuff. Now it's automatic. It's automatic and fewer people can save money. Can you? Have you established the habit of saving? Look what it gains us here. It gains us vision, self-confidence, imagination, enthusiasm, initiative, leadership. On our way to what? Greater earning capacity. And of course, through the law of the definite chief aim, which we teach and do at every single one of my big seminars, the only group to ever think of it and to ever do it, every single big seminar, we lay out every chiropractor, in fact, everybody's in the room, every team member too, everybody's definite chief aim is determined and written down at every one of our big seminars. No wonder we're all so successful. We all know where we're going. Love to see you be in the Winner's Edge group. Get your definite chief aim down, all your goals set perfectly, all the money flow system in place, all the systems, all the scripting, everything that'll take your practice to an entirely new level, which will take your entire life to a new level. Through the law of the definite chief aim that you set up, in your mind an accurate, definite description of that which you want, including the amount of money you intend to earn. We lock that in perfectly. You'll actually begin to demand prosperity. You begin to expect it. You'll begin to prepare yourself to receive it and to use it wisely, thus paving the way or setting the stage for the development of the habit of saving. Therefore, as your earnings increase, your savings will likewise increase in proportion. Form the habit of thinking and talking of prosperity and abundance, and very soon material evidence of these will begin to manifest itself in the nature of wider opportunity and new and unexpected opportunity in your life. No sacrifice. No sacrifice. No sacrifice is too great to avoid the misery of debt. No sacrifice is too great in order to avoid the misery of debt, which is why we have to have our debt plan in place, part of the money flow system. Look what it says here. 2 more points and we'll move on to the topic. I'm going to read it the way it was written back then. The man without money is at the mercy of the man who has it. The woman without money is at the mercy of the woman who has it. The people without money are at the mercy of the people who have it. Does that describe the world today? A governmental system, evil in design, progressive, heavy income tax. How is that even legal? How is that legal that someone who earns more pays 39% and someone who earns less pays 22%? Punished for working harder. Think of how this crazy, what should be illegal, pure evil system, and we're so used to it, we don't even really question anymore how absolutely insane it is. And we're stuck in it. Why? Because they have the money and they have guns. Whoever has the bigger guns is who's in control. Whoever can roll out fighter jets and tanks, and all of that, that's who gets other people to do what they want. At least that's how government works and that's how things work on a big scale. But I want to focus on you right now. And it's a horrible feeling to not have any money. So it's a beautiful thing to start to save, pay off debt. We have one of our members, as I'm recording this right this second, started with $285,000 in student loans. Less than 36 months after meeting me, making zero headway being an associate, less than 36 months, those student loans are zero. Which means in 36 more months, this person will have $285,000 put away, which will turn into $500,000, which along with some growth will turn into $750,000, and this person will be a cash millionaire in no time because they've established the habit of handling money properly. Last point I want to make on the habit of saving, although it would be awesome if I just read the entire chapter. You've heard me say this before. If a person cannot establish the habit of saving, then the seeds of greatness aren't even in them. How true is that? A person who cannot establish the habit of saving, well, obviously they don't have the discipline. They don't finish what they start, don't follow through, don't care enough about themselves to want to put something away for the future, don't care about anybody else. That one single habit reveals the character of the person. So let's make sure we've got that habit in place, automated just like we teach using the Winner's Edge money flow system of awesomeness, in place perfectly in your life, increasing your net worth every single week that you're alive, day in and day out, whether you're trying to do it or not, because the system does the work once you have the Winner's Edge system and once you put it in place. And I'm here to help you. That's what I'm here to do. Nothing excites me more than to see chiropractors use good systems and procedures to advance their life. There are many chiropractors right this second. It's a beautiful Saturday as I record this. They're out boating. They're in their backyard pools. They're taking trips. They're shopping. There's comfort. There's joy. There's peace. All of these things. Why? Because they use the Winner's Edge stuff to build a high caliber life, and they have a lot happier days. One of the components to causing this to happen is what? It's your website. Here's the topic. The 5 or so critical things that every website has to have to be effective at all. Here's what's happened. Websites in the world today for chiropractors have kind of been forgotten about. Not really focused on as much. A little boring. Seems like it's old news. As the mind turns to Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all these other things, websites are kind of like all boring stuff. But your website right now is more important than it has ever been by miles. Nobody is coming into your office until they check out your website. Your website now is 100 times more important than it used to be. Why? Because we have a smartphone lifestyle. Screen, images, websites. Used to be you had to sit at a computer, go look at a website. Okay. Now, nobody is coming to see you until they check out your website. So it is more important than ever. And every single website I ever see, 100%, unless I got a hold of the person and they listened carefully, they're missing. You only got to have like 5 main things. And they're missing like 3 out of the 5 of the most basic main things. Let's go over getting this right for you. This is probably higher end client only information, but I'm going to share it with everybody on this podcast. First point, first thing we teach our clients is this. You ready for this? Google your name. Google your name with the DR in front of it. Then Google your name with the DC behind it. Then just Google your name. And Google it in any way it needs to be Googled. If it's Kathy Johnson, put in Kathy Johnson. If your real name is Kathleen, put in Kathleen Johnson. Google your name in any way it could come up. And go in and fix every single thing that needs to be fixed. It is shocking. The chiropractors I see who join the group, I Google their name and I can't find out where they are. It says they're in Virginia and then somehow they're in Maryland and then somehow it says they're in Kentucky. And I get them on the phone. Well, I was interning there, and then I was an associate there. And well, you got to go in. Nobody knows where you are. You got to get everything pointed to you in one place. So you're going to click on every goofy directory, everything that says NPI, every ZocDoc, every one of these things. And you're going to make sure the address is correct. You're going to add a picture if you can. You're going to add your website if you can. You got to get every single thing online pointed the right way. Now that we got that done, the next thing we have to understand is this. Okay? And by the way, when you Google somebody's name, what's going to come up first? Usually it's going to say Instagram or possibly Facebook. So when people go to find you, they're probably going to end up on Instagram or Facebook, and they're there and they're going to fumble around a little bit, and they're going to find the URL for your website, and that's where they're going to link up and arrive at your website. I'm going to just go on the Facebook thing down the left-hand side, website, boom, and get to the website. Okay, I'm going to scan a few things, look at some pictures, but that doesn't have the information I need as a potential patient. I'm just going to use those portals to get to the website. So you better make sure if you got Instagram, you got a link to your Chiro website, Facebook page, link to your Chiro website, accurate, complete, perfect. Now, when you go into your own computer, your computer is smart to this. It kind of knows that you play around with your name. You got to get a fresh computer and Google your name. You'll be amazed at what you find. I also want you to do this. I want you to Google your name, and I want you to hit images. See if any images pop up of you. I'm amazed at all the images I have online. Where did it pull those from? Somehow it does. So, let's get the Google the name done and images. Go in, fix everything that you can. Get it as clean as you can. Next point is this. I want you to be aware. Be aware. A lot of my coaching boils down to this. Trying to teach people to understand how the public thinks and how they behave psychologically. In fact, even how you think psychologically, and getting you to be aware of it and apply it. See, when you go look at websites, you go through a certain process. But when you're making your own website, all of a sudden you forget that and you're not aware of what people are doing when they're looking at your website. See, you do something, but then you're completely unaware and disconnected from realizing that that's what people are doing to you. You want to use it to your advantage. Here's what I mean. The second somebody lands on your website, okay? The second somebody lands on your website, okay? Their eyes and their mind are going to go through a sequence. Okay? And I'm going to go through that in just a second here. First, I just want to rattle off some website statistics that I've compiled for us here today. There's about 2 billion websites. Only 400 million are active. Only 1 out of every 5 websites on the internet are actually working. On average, internet people in the United States visit or see over 130 web pages per day. It takes only 50 milliseconds for users to form an opinion of your website. 50 thousandths of a second. Boom! There, I make my opinion of you immediately. Many people feel that the web design is the number one way they determine your credibility. Your credibility as a human being is based on the way your website looks. Of course, first impressions are design related. Website users look at the top left corner of your website first. Hopefully that's no surprise. The eye automatically goes to the top left. It does on any piece of paper. It does on any web page. It does on any piece of artwork. The eye starts at the top left, and it starts to move to the right. And if its eye is starting to move to the right, and you've got things that are trying to get it to go the other way, there's a psychological conflict in the person's brain. They're unaware of it. They just know they don't like your website. Or you don't like the piece of artwork. The eye flows left to right and it needs to be caught and pulled down around. Then it kind of goes back up to the left and it moves around the page or around the artwork. We have to be aware of that. In the way we face with pictures. Same with the business card. Many people have a business card and the chiropractor is facing out of the card and they're bouncing people's eyes off the card. The picture on a business card, you must face into the card. Your body's rotated into the card. Your head is angled into the card to keep people's eyes comfortably looking around. See, that's why the Winner's Edge business card is superior. It's like the best business card in the history of chiropractic. Because we know the eye is going to go left to right, and we got to bring it back around and make it comfortable and nice to look at. The Winner's Edge business card, I mean, it's unbelievable how good it is. The way the map is done, the critical points you have to have on the back of the card, it's a marketing piece. And man, the picture you have on there, there's a very specific way the picture must be taken that goes on your business card. Very, very specific. And like nobody knows this. It's one of our 100 secrets that seems like only we know here. You have to have a great business card. Website viewers spend 80% of their time looking at the left half of the pages because the eye automatically goes to the left. It gets pulled to the left. All the paragraphs start on the left. Even if there's no paragraphs, the eye is so trained to go to the left. It's important to know this. Users spend about 6 seconds looking at the main website image. And most chiropractors' website image is some corny, canned picture that came with the website. Because a chiropractor is too lazy to get a better picture to put on there. I can't figure it out. There should be no canned picture on your website. Or very, very sparingly and very calculated. If there's a spot for a picture, the picture should be something happening in your office. Smiling, laughing with patience, doing something with care, talking somewhere, showing somebody something. Over half of all website traffic is happening on cell phones. You ready for this? Here's a couple biggies and we're going to move on to the key points. 89% of consumers switched to a competitor's website as a result of the user experience on your website. Usability, attractive design, if that isn't intact, they're simply going to go from yours to others because when they found you, I'm telling you, all these other chiropractor things are there for them to tap on. The number of new patients that many chiropractors are getting for other offices is astonishing. There are chiropractors paying for all these ads that people are going in and they land on the website, oh, I don't know, and then let me look at this place, and they're going over to the other chiropractic office from the advertising and the promotion that you're paying for. 90% of web designers said that web design trends are changing faster than ever. In the way scrolling is, the way images are being used, the way pages are being displayed, how it works on mobile. So let's be aware. Here we are now. Let's dig in. You and your website and having your website be an asset versus just be, quote, there and have you think it's good when it's really not good at all. Here's what happens. People land on your website, and what do you think is the very first thing they're looking for? What are they looking for? What do you look for if you're going to, quote, hire a person? Well, you're looking for the person. You're looking to see, quote, the guy or her or the team or whatever. If you go to a website that's looking for cars, you're looking for the car, right? Like, duh. Then you might go and look at some of the sales folk and see if you might give one of them a call and inquire about the car. And then that picture is critical. The number of cars that are being sold because some salesperson has a better picture than the other ones, I'm telling you, man, that picture is critical. So everybody's going to go in and they're looking for you because you're going to touch them. You're going to touch them. You're going to work on them. Who am I going to let work on me here? And so it's about you. They're looking at the thing and they're looking for about us, about or whatever. They're looking for you. And they better find you and see you smiling and happy with what? Validation. They need to see you standing with a female and the female is smiling, looking at you. They need to see you with a kid and the kid is smiling, looking at you. They need another picture of maybe a man and the man is smiling and looking at you. Maybe there's a mom and two little kids and they're all smiling and looking at you. Because if they're smiling and looking at you, that must mean you're okay. Because people are looking for safety. There is no female on earth going to a male DC that out of sheer instinct is not going to go to the website and immediately assess safety. Is it a creepy guy sitting in an office by himself? I'm not going. And here's the chiropractor. They have only pictures of themselves. On their marketing pieces, they only have pictures of themselves. Who wants to go? I don't want to go. And they could have a team of 6 people and all this action. But, if people go by what they see. You didn't show it to me, so I didn't call you. So you have to realize this, okay? It's kind of like something as simple as this. If I want more personal injury patients, I'm probably going to have a couple personal injury testimonials front and center. And I'm amazed at the people that want to build personal injury and they don't have any testimonials. And if they do, they have nothing to do with personal injury. Tory, why am I getting all these Medicare people? I don't know. You got 5 Medicare testimonials, but you're telling me you want more PI. See, it really boils down to this today. It boils down to just thinking. Just think. That's what we have to do. And that's what's trying to be destroyed through food, the air, and everything else. But let's think. Let's use our mind. Let's be aware. So, they're looking for you. All right? That's what people do. They're looking for you. Then here's what they're looking for. All right? Once they see you, okay, they're looking to see how fast can they find you, the quality of the image. Okay? They hate, and you hate, long paragraphs. Chiropractors put these long paragraphs, well, I went to school here and I have this affinity for health and da-da-da-da-da. And you read this big hairy paragraph that you wouldn't even read, but somehow you think other people will read it. Never. You never have a paragraph longer than one sentence. You keep it compact and tight. Went to school here, did this, did that, qualified, da-da-da, and boom, done. See, if it's compact, it'll get read. If it's big and hairy and has a lot of information, nobody will read it. If it's written well and it's broken down into small little bite-sized things, people will be pulled through it. No big hairy paragraphs. Never more than one sentence, separated by a line, then a sentence, separated by a line. All right, so they're out to find you, okay? Here's the next thing, and this is where it all falls apart. The images, people follow. Remember now, when people go to your website, they're looking for great pictures of you, and you better be smiling, and everybody else better be smiling, and you better look doctorly. not look like a personal trainer, not look like a physical therapist, not look like you're wanting to go golfing because you're wearing a golf shirt with your logo on it in there. You should look doctorly. Does that mean you have to wear a shirt and tie to work every day? No, but on your website, you better look doctorly. There's such a good movie, a little bit older now, My Cousin Vinny. Some of you are already chuckling, aren't you? And they have the judge, and they have the perfect character playing the judge, and he's sitting up there with his judge outfit on. And Vinny, the lawyer, is wearing this black leather coat and these black boots with like silver pointed tips on them. It's just whatever. And this belt with whatever, you know. And the judge goes, "What are you wearing?" Excuse me, Judge? What are you wearing? Clothes? Then the judge says, "When you walk into my courtroom looking like you do, you not only insult me, you insult the integrity of this court. The next time you walk into my courtroom, you will look lawyerly. And I mean put on a suit and tie. And that suit better be made of some sort of cloth. You're going to put your pictures on your website, you better look doctorly. And I mean you put on a shirt and tie. Okay? You will look doctorly. Nobody wants to go to a bubblegum chiropractor when they have serious problems. Now, in the office, can you do some different things with what you're wearing image-wise? Yes, we have this down to a science. That's a topic for another day. Now, here's what's happening next. After we have great pictures everywhere on the website, the About You has great pictures. All right? Smiles are everywhere. Every picture is taken on a day where the sun's coming in the windows. It's bright. There's no gloomy. See, the picture's worth 1,000 words. And chiropractors, you get a picture taken and say the wall is a gray paint, which might be nice, but the room doesn't have that good of lighting, so it looks like a big, gloomy, cloudy day over your head. And you don't even realize it, but that picture is turning people off so much they don't want to come and see you, no matter how great you are. Yeah, but I want people to judge me for who I am. They don't care who you are. They judge you by your pictures. That's what makes them call or go to somebody else's website. If you don't know whether your pictures are good, I will tell you in 1/10 of a second. I am really, really, really good at this. I can make anybody's website better in 30 seconds. Next point is this. And this is where things get into trouble. When you go to a website for a healthcare item, you want to see who's going to be looking at you. Okay, make sure everything's okay there. Then what's happening in your mind is, okay, do they fix my thing? Do they do my thing? Do they fix my problem? Dermatologist. Well, I got a mole on my right tricep area here. Okay, do you do moles on the right tricep? I don't know. We assume that a dermatologist does that, do they? Or maybe that's too small of a thing for them to worry about. Maybe they only do skin cancer. Maybe they only do people with rashes, rosacea. I don't know. How would I know? Never assume. People have no idea what you do. Do you understand that? They don't have any idea what you do, the kind of cases you like, the conditions people come in. They have zero idea. They know nothing about chiropractic, and they certainly know nothing about you. So we better have a very comprehensive list of all the different things that people come in with. And I mean like this: headaches, migraine headaches, headaches behind one eye, low back pain into the rear end, back pain into the leg pain, calf pain. Okay? Just like 4 vertical bulleted things of just all of this stuff. If people don't see that you do their thing, they only figure that you don't do it. They don't know what chiropractic does. They don't know. I, out of curiosity, watching TV, You see all these people have these perfect teeth, and of course they all have dental veneers. So I'm just curious going, dental veneers. I go to my dentist website and I'm looking around and I'm trying to see if they do veneers. Would I get veneers? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I'm just snooping around. I'm kicking back on the couch. We've all kicked back on the couch and played around looking at different things on our phone, right? I don't see anything about that. So I start looking at other websites. And it says right there, porcelain veneers, and here's how we do it, and da-da-da-da-da. It's a good thing I wasn't looking for veneers. I send a message to my dentist. You guys do veneers? Oh, we do veneers all the time. Wasn't on his website. How much business could you be losing at like $1,200 per tooth for one veneer? This is like a $20,000 project to make your teeth look perfect. You better list all the different things that you do. And it's so simple. Hey, web person, here's an email that has, I want you to put little bullets and line all these up and stick them right there, da-da-da-da-da. Here's the common things that people come in with. There it is. Okay? All right. So here's me. Here's all I do. Next thing is this. I got to give you a no-risk way to come in and check it out. Here's what you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen. Someone doesn't know you. The website's giving information about you. It is a huge leap to go from not knowing you to starting care. You see how you have to nurture them along? Here's a bunch of pictures. You see I'm being validated by males and females and kids. Okay, everything's good so far. You see I'm in your area. Okay, everything's okay so far. Oh, yep, I've got it listed down here, the kind of problem you have. So everything's okay, it's good. You're staying on my website. You're not ready to jump off. Now it's like, okay, I got a special offer for you to come in. There's no risk. Let's just visit. Let's just check it out. Let's just see. You don't have to do anything. We're not gonna verify or start charging a bunch of stuff. Okay, we'll just ease you in. Versus, hi, you want to start care and prepay? So it is a huge leap to start care. So we bring them along like you have a butterfly on your finger and you're going to take and you're just going to walk it on over and let it fly away. So now it's time for the offer. Number one, great pictures. Number two, got to list a bunch of conditions so everybody can see their own thing. That connects them to you immediately. By the way, do you realize that? I have something bugging me. Low back pain on the left-hand side. Bothers me when I golf. Affects me when I sleep. It's sore and tight in the morning. I'm looking at your website, and the second I see low back pain, I realize that you and I are now connected. That is the bridge that just connected us. I have it, you do it, boom. We have a common thing now in my condition. Once you establish that, okay, you got them. As long as you just give them an easy way to come in and get it checked out. And that's the offer. So every homepage needs to have a big green button, a big orange button, red button, special offer, new patient offer. Okay? Most chiropractic websites, you click on this and it just goes to some garbage canned screen that was built into the template of the website that's completely useless. It's so easy to dominate your area because I will guarantee you everybody's website in your area is an F. Almost never do I see a really great one unless they consulted with me and we got it fixed and they had the web person that could do it. You're going to get more new ones. And if you're doing some Google ads and doing some things to get people on your website, look at the Google ads being done, the Facebook ads being done, the Instagram ads being done, the promotional stuff, people going to the website, crappy pictures, no list of conditions, no good offer. What a waste. So here's the offer. Now here at Winter's Edge, we have very specific offer options. Very specific, proven through basic research, dollar amounts that draw the most. And this offer, it is my recommendation, okay, that it would sound something like this. A compliment, excuse me. What we want to use here is there's a lot of C words. Complimentary, comfortable, consultation, chiropractic. Okay? You get the idea? Complete. There's like all these C words. Complimentary, complete, consultation, chiropractic, caring. There's just a lot of C words going on here. Comfortable. Okay, so it's going to be comprehensive consultation, careful examination, any needed x-rays, one complimentary treatment, and our recommendations to get you well. Yeah, but, well, you don't have to do it. I'm just telling you. Okay? If you're in growth mode, this is what it can be. Then, in other words, people don't want to pay or go in to just get checked out. They want to taste the ice cream a little bit if they can, right? They test drive the car, right? Then we're going to have a certain fee for this. Okay? There it is. That's it. So it's special offer. Click. Takes them to that page where you list all that they get. Okay, you got your graphic, your logo on there, another really validating great picture with smiling people that are validating this and saying, hey, we did it and we're happy and smiley, so you should do it too. You have the correct pricing for this. Yeah, Tory, but I've been in practice 46 years. And, well, then fine, don't do it. Make it $300 for everybody to come in. Do whatever you want. Okay? I'm just telling you, you have to have this in the ideal format for you in your area, and I can help you determine that pretty easily. So then, most chiropractors that get to this point, that's it, and they don't realize that you're not done yet. Because here's what happens. Again, think about what patients are thinking in their head. What's the Medicare person going? Well, I've got my Medicare and I got a secondary. I'm not sure going to have to pay. What if they're a car wreck? Hey, man, someone ran into me. I'm not going to pay anything. And those people don't go to you because they're not going to pay for the offer. And if you just put free consultation, yeah, so what? Okay? You know, kinda. But that doesn't pull them as much as saying, hey, we'll do this. I want to get people in deep. I want to use the law of reciprocation. I want to get people to lock in. So I want to give them more. The more of me they get, the more likely they are to stay forever. But if someone sees the offer and they go, well, you know, I got hurt at work. I'm covered 100%. I'm not going to pay that. Then you lose all these people. Can you tell I get a little wound up? Because I'm amazed at how chiropractors are unaware of what the public is thinking, yet that's what you think every time you go to look at a website. You're going to look at the website and go, okay, here's my situation. Okay, do they look like they're normal? Do they do the thing that I have? How do I get to go in there? And is there any reason why that's going to be a problem? And if I sit there and go, hey man, I'm a high-level person. I've paid big money to have high-level insurance. I'm not going to have to pay anything. But they say I'm going to have to pay. Forget it. I'll go someplace else. Unless you do this, and this is one of our secret weapons. Right there where your offer is, right below, you're going to have this. We call it how you pay for your care. Where you're going to have right there, hey, okay, auto accident. Hey, you're covered 100% under the Minnesota no-fault laws. Work injury, you get 12 weeks of whatever care. Medicare, hey, we accept your Medicare and blah, blah, blah. Okay, and if you're in a certain network, okay, United, and you explain how that works. Blue Cross, you explain it. Okay, cash people, many people. See, you realize there's a lot of people that think they can't come and see you because they don't have insurance? Do you take people that don't have insurance? Do you realize most people have no idea? Just like the MRI place. Can you go to an MRI place and just write them a check? Or is it like, does this have to be an insurance? Or do you have to be a car wreck? Or, you know, I don't know how it works. Their website better say it. And so should yours. So we address basically the 5 things. Auto accidents work like this, and work injuries work like this, and Medicare works like this, and regular insurance works like this. And if you're cash, great. Most people don't have any insurance at all, so our care plans will work perfectly for you. And you make all of these seem good. Oh, most insurance covers 1 visit. Fantastic. Come on in and we'll verify your benefits for you before we charge you anything. Get the idea? So now we've got everything except for click, and they can go into the appointment book. We've covered everything that they're going through sequentially. So let's do a little bit of review. People got to be able to find you. They're going to remember your name. They're not going to remember Lighthouse Chiropractic. They're going to remember, oh, I met this guy. In fact, here's what happens with me. People just look up Tory Chiropractor. That's what they look up. And if you do that, I think I've got 5 pages of stuff that comes up at this point. Maybe more. Okay? So that you got to get your name going there, which is why for a website, I always recommend you also have your name as the URL. drtoryrobson.com. Try that out and see where it goes. Everybody should have that, their own name going to your own website. Pretty basic stuff there. I figure everybody knows that one. So, they got to find you. They're looking for you. We want to see great pictures, smiling. You got to see female, got to see male, got to see kids. All validating you. If you have all ages, okay, validating you, then fantastic. Then, of course, it's going to be, okay, do you do my thing? Then it's going to be, all right, we're moving along okay here. Hey, special offer, click. Hey, you can come in and get blah, 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 and it's this. Yeah, but I've been in a car wreck. Oh, it says right here, car wrecks are covered 100%. Sweet. I think I'll make an appointment and check it out. What do you think, honey? Yeah, why don't you give it a try? I think I will. Tap, 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 tap. Done, Monday, 3 o'clock. Okay? So that's the name of the game. Now, we could have other key things on there. Obviously, good picture testimonials, not just text testimonials that say, Sarah H. No. Great pictures with patients. You should be taking pictures with patients all the time. Anytime a patient gets a car or a motorcycle, any kids that come in, you take the picture, you have them sign the thing that says it's okay to use their picture. All right? Keep that in a file folder. All right? And you got great pictures to use on websites and promotional pieces. That's the name of the game. So we're into function of websites. Many websites can be pretty and look good, but they're useless. They're missing the key stuff. As many of you know, I like boating, offshore power boating. I was on a website the other day. I'll close on this. And the website looks pretty homemade. It's an older style website. You look at it and it's just kind of a black screen with a bunch of text. I'm not sure if there's hardly even an image on the thing. It just has their name and some stuff you click on and some contact information. It's very rudimentary. I mean, it is like a website you would have seen, 20 years ago, maybe even longer than that. But it works so good. It has exactly what you want. Boats, cars, you click on that and what kind, okay, performance, click, and then it pops up with pictures of all of them that are all perfect. The nose of the boat's on the left, the tail is on the right. It's all uniform and beautiful. You click on the picture and it shows 50 pictures of the boat, a little paragraph of information, and the contact. It is functionally perfect. It hits the nail on the head. It has the information. It has the great pictures. It has the call to action. And what they do is they make a great video going around every square inch of the boat. So here is this sort of old school, basic looking website. In fact, I'll tell you what it is. Grand Sport Center. It's outside of Chicago. Lake in the Hills, Illinois. Okay? And probably by the time you listen to this, maybe they'll update their website. I hope they don't. I hope they keep it the way it is. But if you look at it, you go, wow, he's right. This is old school. But when you click, the pictures are good. There's these incredible videos. Then you could go look at other websites that are fancy and they got drone views of boats going through the ocean and this and that. but then you click and the pictures of the boats aren't very good. They don't have any videos of the boats that you're looking at. You know what I mean? And you're just going, And they spend all this money thinking they have this great website, but it's functionally weak. You want a website that's functionally excellent? We're not out to win design awards here. We're out to get new ones. We're out to help people. Okay? Better to be good with a website that functions good and gets people to sign up, gets them to call, gets them to click and put themselves in the book. Versus people not doing it and going, oh, that's a cool website, though, as they go on to another website where they actually have the condition listed that they have and a good offer and a way for them to come in easily. So if your practice is in growth mode, which it should always be, and you realize that not anybody's going to call you until they've checked you out on your website, well, then we're going to make sure that your website is an absolute piece of beautiful work, and it works like crazy, all right, because you've got all the key points in there. So let's make sure your website is awesome. If you have any questions on this and you're a winner's edger, you let me know right away. And if you're outside the group, we'd love to have you join. Tory, how many clients can you take on? Well, we have a lot, and I'm very accessible, and I do a lot of it personally, and there's only one of me, and there's a lot of you. But if you want to win in practice, right, winners? There's always room at Winner's Edge for the chiropractor that wants to win in practice and in life. I'd love to visit with you. Close on this. Your website is the connection between you and the public. It is all they have to go on. Put in the time and effort to make sure you've got all the good pictures, all the different conditions listed. You've got a great offer. You explain how they can pay for care. It's easy for them to make an appointment, and I will promise you it will work. You'll get more new ones. Your practice will grow, and you'll build the exceptional life. Tory out.